Welcome back Valley friends, it's time for another starpath. The latest update dropped last week and with it we have started the night show starpath. In this video, I will go through everything you need to know to complete all the tasks and claim your rewards. There are a few small changes in this starpath, but I'll chat about all of this as we go through the details. But before we get started, if this is your first time here, I would really love it if you joined my online community by hitting that subscribe button. Now let's get started. As always, you have 3 options to pick from when doing the starpath. First up is the free option. This will limit the number of duties you get to complete and you'll only be able to collect 3 rewards per page. If you want to collect all the rewards, you would need to pick one of the 2 premium options. The first will cost you 2,000 moonstones. This will allow you to complete 6 tasks at a time, and once you've completed all the tasks you would have earned enough tokens to purchase every single reward. The next option is the same as the previous one, the only difference is that you start off with 100 event tokens and it will cost you 2,800 moonstones. This is a great option if you're not sure if you'll be able to complete the starpath or if you want to use the additional tokens at the end to convert them to moonstones. The premium starpath options are slightly lower than normal, but that's because we have one less page of rewards. I've seen some players complain about this, but honestly I think it's great because we have less tasks to do and there are no motifs in this starpath, which I also thought was a waste because I never use any of them. Once you've picked the right starpath option for you, you can start completing your duties. There are normally 80 tasks to complete, but because this starpath is a bit shorter, we only have 60 to complete this time round. If you're unsure if you'll be able to complete all of them, I've compiled a list so that you know exactly what to expect. So let's go through all of them. 1. Banish some night thorns. For this task we'll need to remove 10 night thorns. This is the only task in this starpath that requires us to remove night thorns. This is highly unusual as we normally have plenty of these to complete and I normally end up running out of night thorns. But they've definitely added in a few more time-consuming duties. For the next task you will need to mine for any 10 gems in any biomes. Number 3. Tackle royal tasks. Here you will need to do any 10 daily Dreamlight duties. For number 4, you will need to craft any 10 items at your crafting station. This is a great time to craft some paths or furniture you want to use in your builds. For number 5, we will need to give Wally 5 of his favorite gifts, which will take you 2 days to complete. Then for number 6, we can cook any 10 4-star dishes. Next we'll need to go fishing for any 10 fish in any of our biomes. For number 8, you will need to hang out with any villager for 10 minutes. Then for number 9 we'll need to head over to Chez Remy or Tiana's palace to serve 4 dishes. This task became a bit of a pain towards the end of this starpath. There were so many times I had to work at the restaurant and the number of dishes increased by a lot. And for the next task we just have to have a daily discussion with Mickey. After chatting with Mickey, we'll need to collect 50 apples. I have all my trees in the peaceful meadow, but apple trees can normally be found in the plaza and forgotten lands. Then for number 12, we will need to mine for 10 gems in the peaceful meadows. And for number 13, we'll need to complete another 15 daily Dreamlight duties. Then for number 14, we'll need to head over to Dazzle Beach to collect 20 clams, scallops, or oysters. If you have the DLC, using the ancient vacuums really helps with these tasks. Next, we'll need to give Maui 5 of his favorite gifts, which will take us 2 days to complete. Then we'll need to cook 10 4-star desserts. For number 17, we'll need to head over to the peaceful meadows to catch 3 catfish. These appear in gold bubbles, so using a potion will help speed this up. For number 18, you will need to find 5 memory orbs. I normally plant large batches of crops and harvest them to get memories faster. Let me know in the comments if you have your own way of farming memories. Number 19, we'll need to serve 5 dishes at any of the restaurants in our valley. And for number 20, we will need to have 2 daily discussions with Goofy, which will take 2 days. For number 21, we'll need to submit a Dream Snaps entry. I take part each week, so I normally don't mind these tasks. Then we'll need to go mining again. This time we need to find any 20 gems in any biome. Number 23, we'll need to complete another 20 daily Dreamlight duties. I'm grateful for the additional Dreamlight, but these started to become a bit tedious. For number 24 you will need to collect any 15 black flowers. If you have the DLC, that will mean you can collect black passion lilies from the Frosted Heights or black glass-like flowers from the Glittering Dunes. There is a trick for this task though. You can drop flowers to pick them up again and each one will count towards the goal. For number 25, we'll need to give Remy 6 of his favorite gifts. Then we'll need to cook any 10 4-star main dishes. And then we'll need to head over to Dazzle Beach to catch any 20 fish. I like fishing outside the bubbles for tasks like these instead of looking for fishing spots. For number 28, we will need to complete 2 of Daisy's boutique challenges. I never visit her store unless it's for these tasks. Then we'll need to head to one of our restaurants again to serve 6 dishes. And for number 30 we'll need to have 2 daily discussions with Uncle Scrooge. We're just past the halfway point. For number 31, we'll need to collect 50 blueberries from the Forest of Valor or Dazzle Beach. Then we'll need to mine for any 3 shiny gems in any of our biomes. Number 33, we'll need to complete another 25 daily Dreamlight duties. Then we'll need to go digging for 30 pieces of clay, which can be found in the Glade of Trust, Sunlit Plateau, or Forgotten Lands. Removing the big bones in the Sunlit Plateau also counts. Then we'll need to give Elsa 6 of her favorite gifts. For number 36, we'll need to cook any 10 5-star starter dishes. Then we will need to head over to the Forest of Valor to catch 10 perch, these appear in blue or white bubbles. Then for number 38, we'll need to complete another 2 boutique challenges. And we'll need to head to the restaurant to serve another 7 dishes. For number 40 we will need to have 2 daily discussions with Nala. Number 41, here we will need to craft any of the even more elixirs. You can decide which you're more likely to use. I did one for digging, mining, and fishing. For number 42, you will need to mine for 5 onyx. These drop randomly from any rock spot, so you'll just need to go around each biome until you've collected enough. Then we will need to complete another 25 daily Dreamlight duties. And for number 44, we will need to head over to the Glade of Trust to collect 30 mushrooms. Sadly, removing the big mushrooms don't count. Next, we will need to give Simba 6 of his favorite gifts. And for number 46, we will need to cook 10 5-star desserts. Then we will need to head over to the Sunlit Plateau to catch 10 tilapia. They appear in blue or white bubbles. I caught one in the Frosted Heights, but sadly it didn't count, so it looks like they might have biome locked this quest. Then we will need to submit another Dream Snaps entry. If you don't want to wait till next week to do this, remember you can replace an existing Dream Snaps entry. Then, for number 49, we'll need to work at the restaurant again and serve 8 villagers. And then we'll need to have 2 daily discussions with Scar. We've made it to the final 10 duties, starting with harvesting 40 cherries. These can be found in the Sunlit Plateau or Frosted Heights. Then, for number 52, we'll need to head to the Forgotten Lands to mine for 3 diamonds. Then we'll need to complete another 30 daily Dreamlight duties. For number 54, we will need to find 10 memory orbs. Then we will need to give Timon 7 of his favorite gifts. For number 56, we will need to cook 10 5-star main dishes. And for number 57 we will need to head over to the Forgotten Lands to fish for anglerfish. These are found in gold bubbles, so the potion we crafted earlier will come in handy. Then we will need to complete 2 more boutique challenges. For number 59, we'll need to work at the restaurant again to serve 9 villagers their meals. And our final duty for this star path is to have 3 daily discussions with Pumbaa. This will take you 3 days to complete. And that would be every single task for this star path. If you have completed all of these, you should now have enough tokens to purchase all the rewards for this event, which brings me to my favorite part, and that's unlocking all the new goodies. Let's have a look at everything you can earn in the Night Show star path. Starting off with page 1, where we have 100 moonstones for 10 tokens. Then we have one of my new favorite clothing items, the Punk Princess shoes, for 10 tokens. Then we can collect the Fantasia Magical Loungefly backpack for 10 tokens. Next we have the Punky Mohawk hairstyle for 15 tokens. This is not my style, but it's still a fun addition. Then we have this huge furniture item, the billboard and lights, for 30 tokens. I know some players mentioned wanting some sort of billboards, and I think this is a great addition. Then we have another clothing item, the Punk Princess jacket, which goes perfectly with my shoes. Then we get to collect our Starpath themed critter. I always look forward to these. With this star path we got the rock star turtle, too cute. Then we can move on to page 2 where we start off with a 150 moonstones for 15 tokens. Then we have our next clothing item, the rock star shoes. I love these, but the princess ones are still my favorite. Next we have the luminous fences. I think these will look great with different decorations, including the festive season, which is just around the corner. Then we have another hairstyle. This is the punky braids. I like this one a bit more than the first one we got, and I'm probably using this more often. For our next reward, we get to unlock the pyrotechnic box. These are pretty awesome. When you interact with them, they shoot flames into the air. It only lasts for a few seconds, but it's a great prop for dream snaps. Next we have our theater stage lights for 40 tokens. They look a lot better during the nighttime when they're all lit up. And the final item on this page is our rock concert stage. You cannot stand on it, but it is functional. You can place items on the stage, and it has the camera function similar to rides, which will take you into camera mode with random villagers joining for the photo. So it has a lot of uses if you're trying to submit a dream snaps. Moving on to page 3, we start off with 250 moonstones. Then we have an accessory, which is the villainous charm necklace. Up next is the rock mic stand. This does not have any interactions. Then we have the DJ mixing table, which can be placed on top of tables. It also has no other interactions. Next is a great display piece, which is the villainous guitar rack. I'm pretty sure I can fill an entire room with all the different guitars we've collected in the game up until now. But I'm not complaining, these are really beautiful pieces to include in your decorations. Then we have my new favorite skirt, the rock star bottoms. I really hate how pants aren't automatically removed when you put skirts on. The final item for page 3 is the rock loudspeakers. Then moving on to page 4, we start with 400 moonstones. And we have another accessory for our collection, the punky nails. Next you can unlock the stage fireworks. These are similar to the ones available from the premium store, and they set off fireworks for a few seconds, which is great for dream snaps. Then we can add the acoustic guitar to our collection. Sadly, none of the instruments can be interacted with. Next is one of my new favorite decorations. I just love the color scheme and different patchwork patterns. This would look so cute near Jack's house. Then we have another clothing item, the rock star top. And the final item for page 4 is the rock show synths. We're on our final page of rewards, which starts off with 400 moonstones. And then we have our luminous dance flooring. I could not place it under a table or the stage, so it might not work for all designs. But it's a great option for paths. The next item is the spirit water curtain. This is a great item, and you can change the color of the water jets by interacting with them. Then we have our next item for this star path, the Maleficent Dragon Loungefly backpack. Then we have our rock star pants. And to complete our collection of instruments, we have the rock drum kit. And our final item on this page is the Shank costume from Ralph Wrecks the Internet. Now if you have one of the premium star path options, and you've collected all the rewards, you should have unlocked the final page. Here you will be able to convert any remaining tokens you have into moonstones. Depending which option you've chosen, you will have either 10 or 110 additional tokens. And that is everything you need to know to get through the star path. I know some players have expressed their dissatisfaction with the theme and its lack of Halloween-themed items, but I've honestly loved every second of this path and all the items we got to collect. It really brought out my inner punk rock teen self, and I can see myself using all these items. I've already created my very own concert area on Dazzle Beach. And I love that we got to collect some of the Loungefly bags. These aren't really available where I live, and I've always loved their designs. So, it's great to be able to collect some of them even if it's just in my game. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this star path, and tell me what some of your favorite items were. As always, please leave us a like if you found this video useful, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. I'll see you next time as we continue our Disney adventures.